Hi everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to another episode of Fossil Forward Finds. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, and it is a What Sold Wednesday. We are finally catching up again. So this is a What Sold video for April 5th through 11th, so the previous week. And it's not terrible. 32 orders for a total of $527.95 gross. Again, not enough, but we're doing what we can. That's all you can do, right? It's better than some of the previous weeks, so you take the good with the bad. A pretty decent mix of ephemera, mostly postcards, but some swap cards in there, quite a few QSLs, and then some interesting photos as well. But we will get all into that, so let's go. Alrighty, as you know, I like to start with the non-postcard items first. So to begin here, we have a greeting card that the buyer actually bought 6 of. I still have 9 left. Let me just open it up here. So that's the front, some nice cherry blossoms. And it's got a blank back, blank inside. I got this as part of... Alright. I got this as part of the Albany Album Estate Series haul thing. This was some of the... I bought a whole, 3 or 4 boxes of greeting cards and loose material along with the albums, and this came from that. So $6.49 each. They saved 20%, I believe, for buying as many as they did. So after shipping and fees, I made $21.97. The loose stuff that I purchased, the greeting card boxes and stuff like that, was like $60. So this already pays for a good chunk of that part of the sale. I need to film the next video. It's been almost a month. Never going to get through those albums at this rate. All right. Sticker. I do list stickers, not often, but I keep them around for when I need something nice and easy to list. This I picked up as part of a lot from Penguin Boss over on Whatnot. She does do sticker lots on occasion. I picked this up specifically because she had a bunch of German Shepherds in the lot. She has a German Shepherd of her own, Coco, very cute. And as you may be aware, I have German Shepherd buyers. Now, I don't think this went to my traditional German Shepherd buyer, but nonetheless, sold for the full asking of $9.99. The lot that I bought from Pengy, it was, I don't know, 50 cards or 50 stickers in there maybe. I paid about $10, so this pays for the lot. I've bought a few lots from her at this point, but yep, do sell my stickers. They go eBay standard envelope, which is great. Can't talk today. All right, swap cards. This one is an advertising piece for Jarmel Fabrics Incorporated, New York City. 9 of diamonds, as you can see there. Been listed for a while. Got it from $3.42 on Whatnot. I don't know if they're still around. They did ephemera for a little bit, but they mostly do jewelry. But in any case, I listed this in June of last year, so it took almost a year, but not quite. Full asking of $9.99. We are at open window season, which means you get to hear all the cars zooming up my road like it's NASCAR. It is a steep hill, so that doesn't help. But anyways, found photo. This was a nice sale. I do pick up hockey-related things in part because I'm not a huge sports person, but I do enjoy hockey. And my 7-year-old nephew is a big hockey player himself, so it gives me extra motivation to pick up hockey things. But this was a photograph, found photo, just community playing hockey on a frozen lake. I paid about $5 from BBS Trunk Vintage on Whatnot, and sat for a little bit, listed in December, initially on auction, and then buy it now, and it did sell for the full asking of $19.99. Nothing on the back, just a little bit of album residue in the corners there. All right, so this was definitely the best sale of the week and certainly helped save the week. Fun little story with this one. So I got this from Penguin Boss, who we talked about recently over on Whatnot. She used it as a giveaway. What I didn't know at the time was apparently she bought it from my good friend Flipperoo. I can't. I worked at 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. shift today, so forgive me. um, she bought it from Flipperoo, my good friend Flipperoo over on Whatnot, who got it from an estate sale in her area, a crafter's estate sale. Now, what you can see is this is a found photo where someone drew a devil type image on the back and then mounted it. I don't know if this mount was original or not, but certainly used at the very least old school antique corner mounts and mounted it on this interesting little back there. And I started this on at $20 just to see. Here's the back for reference there. I listed this on auction starting at $20 just to see. I think it ended up getting up to 7 watchers, and in the last few minutes, it went up to $77 on 3 beds. So, has been delivered. No feedback yet. Fingers crossed, everything is happy-go-lucky. But I think I might need to learn how to draw some devils now because apparently not so bad. But nice, interesting little piece there. Sell the weird. I don't know who says that. Someone says that, but I certainly believe in it. Sell the weird. All right, moving on into postcards. So 2 of these Gilligan Island inspired QSL cards from South Attleboro, Massachusetts. I sold the 2. So interesting story. I sold the first one here at full asking price, $14.99, and then I got a message from the buyer. Well, I got several messages from the buyer in all caps. Every message in all caps. I don't know why they shouted at me, but they did. Asking what I would take for both. I was sleeping at the time. They bought the first one for full asking. So I saw in my offers tab that it was available to send an offer. So I sent a 50% off offer, figuring, they bought one, get second one half off. That's fine with me. I got them for 27 cents each on eBay. And they took the offer. But apparently they wanted both of the blank ones. I had a third of these that did have writing on the back, but they bought the one with the writing on the back as the discount card. So I sent them both blanks, took this listing down. I still have to relist the one with the writing on the back. But anyways, long story. Again, Gilligan Island inspired QSL card. Just a nice little illustration on the front there. So if you are interested in the third one, let me know, and I will get around to relisting it. All right, continuing with the QSL theme. This one I got from SMB over on Whatnot for about 21 cents each. This one sold for $12.99. Got some little bit of postage on the back there. But we got what looks to be like a cell tower or radio tower, almost mirrored. Kind of interesting. And this one is from Mason, Ohio. 1969 is the date on this one. So, and then this was my favorite of the QSLs that I sold this week. Sold on offer for $15. And so a few weeks ago, I did a big push to list all the Yugoslavia QSL cards that I had in the Data Cottage box that I bought, which was a $35 box for like 700 QSL cards. So I pulled out all the Yugoslavia cards, which have like a 1% sell-through rate. But this one was different. You can't see the full title there, but it's a IBM punch card. As you can see on the back there, all the numbers and such. And the QSL call sign was actually punched out. That's why you can see the light coming through there. This one was from 1977, again, Yugoslavia. And it sold on offer for $15. This is one of the more unique ones that I've seen. I have, I think, some other IBM style punch card QSLs, but this was the only one from Yugoslavia. So, neat-o. All right. This one, I let it go, obviously, for 50% off. It had been listed for a while, since July of last year. Came from the second album in the Albany Estate album. I kind of shot high with the $49.99 to start with. And so they actually initially sent an offer of $10, and I almost just declined and let it go. Um, but I was like, I'll counter. I countered at 40. They came back at 25, and I just, sure, they're paying shipping on it. I paid maybe 50 cents for it in the end, so not too bad. But it's a linen card of this bear and this nymph fairy having some champagne, it looks like. Is posted on the back there. It's called Russian Bear. They don't come up on eBay too often. And then I think the past sales were in the 20 to 30 to 40 range. I don't remember exactly. It's been a year since I listed it. But in any case, sometimes you just got to let things go. It would be nice to get the full asking, but sometimes you're shooting for the moon anyways. So, all right, last two are QSLs here. This one sold on offer for $20. This also came from one of the Albany albums. I listed it in February of this year, but it's just showing a Latvian song festival. I'm not sure. I don't recall how I came to that conclusion because, of course, there is no writing on the front here. There is a little information on the back, which may at least narrowed it down to Latvia, but tossed it through Google Lens and probably matched the dress and attire. So, $20 on that, not too bad. And last but certainly not least, back to my good friend Flipping Rue. Sold this cyanotype. I picked it up for about $3 on one of her Whatnot shows. Do check her out on eBay. She's kind of backing away from Whatnot a little bit, I think, but you can definitely find lots of cool stuff over on eBay. But in any case, pick this up for about $3. Cyanotype, because you got that blue coloration here. And we got a nice little gender bender, some cross-dressing, some women in typical men's clothing. Sold on auction, as you can see there, for 4 bids of $37. Went to a buyer who in the past has bought a couple gender bender related items from me, so I guess that is their collecting niche. 37 is pretty good, especially considering you got some discoloration here, torn corner, etc., etc., etc. That is it for this What Sold Wednesday. Let me know what your favorite item was. Let me know how your sales are doing, all down there in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends, all that good stuff, and never stop exploring.